He stared at his phone. The video was crystal clear. Her smile, her voice, the way she tilted her head when she laughed. It was her. It had to be. She'd sent him photos, videos, even a copy of her driving license. And she told him she loved him. For Marcus, a man who hadn't heard those words in over 3 years. It felt like hope. But behind that beautiful face, behind those carefully crafted messages, was something far darker than he could have ever imagined. This is a story of how a lonely man in southern England was systematically dismantled, emotionally, psychologically, and financially, by a scam so sophisticated, so calculated, that even the experts didn't see it coming. And by the time he realized the truth, it was already too late. To understand how this happened, you need to understand Marcus. Marcus Whitmore was 45 years old. He lived alone in a modest flat in Portchester, a quiet, coastal town in the south of England where the sea breeze carried the smell of salt and the streets emptied after sundown. 2 years earlier, Marcus had been someone else entirely. He'd worked in logistics for nearly 2 decades. Warehouse supervisor. Reliable. Punctual. The kind of man who never missed a shift and never asked for help. But then the pandemic hit. And like millions of others, Marcus found himself standing outside the job center, clutching a reference letter that suddenly meant nothing. The first few months, he applied for everything. Anything. 60 applications. 80. 100. Nothing. And slowly, so slowly he didn't even notice at first, Marcus began to retreat. He stopped calling his sister, stopped walking to the shops, stopped opening his curtains. Depression doesn't announce itself. It seeps in like water through cracks in the foundation. By the time Marcus realized what was happening, he was already drowning. His only connection to the outside world, his phone. Social media became his lifeline. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, hours spent scrolling, watching, consuming, anything to fill the silence. And that's exactly what they were counting on. The scammers who would eventually find Marcus weren't amateurs. They weren't Nigerian princes or obvious phishing emails. They were something new, something terrifying. They used artificial intelligence, deepfake technology, algorithms designed to identify the vulnerable, the lonely, the desperate. And Marcus Whitmore had just appeared on their radar. What happens next will make you question everything you see online. If you've ever received a message from someone you thought you knew, someone famous, someone beautiful, someone who seemed too good to be true, then you need to hear this. Because what happened to Marcus could happen to anyone. It started on a Tuesday. Marcus was scrolling through Instagram when he received a notification. A new follower. He didn't think much of it. He got spam accounts occasionally, crypto promotions, fake giveaways, the usual garbage. But this one was different. The profile picture was a woman. Blonde hair, warm smile, the kind of face you recognize but can't quite place. At Jenny_real_official. At first, Marcus laughed to himself. Right, he thought. And I'm the bloody king of England. He almost blocked it. Almost. But then he noticed something. The account had posts. Recent posts. Photos he'd never seen before. Videos. Stories. And they looked real. Not like the obvious fakes with stolen photos and broken English. This account looked legitimate. Still, he didn't respond. Not at first. 2 days later, another account followed him. Same woman. Different username. At the ___. This time, there was a message waiting in his inbox. Hey there. Smiling face with smiling eyes. I hope you don't mind me reaching out. I've been trying to connect with some of my real supporters, and your profile seemed genuine. Most people don't believe it's really me, LOL. Marcus stared at the screen. His thumb hovered over the keyboard. This is ridiculous. There's no way. But what if it really is her? Celebrities do this sometimes, right? They reach out to fans. They do charity work. No, this is insane. But what's the harm in replying? He typed back, Hi, sorry, but I'm a bit skeptical. How do I know this is actually you? The response came faster than he expected. I totally get it. Honestly, I deal with so many fakes too. It's exhausting. Here, Let me send you something that should help. A video appeared. Marcus pressed play, and there she was, the Jennifer Anderson, one of the most famous actresses in the world, sitting in what looked like a living room. Expensive furniture, soft lighting, a glass of wine on the table beside her. She smiled at the camera. "Hey there. I know you're probably wondering if this is really me. Trust me, I get it. There are so many fakes out there. But I just wanted to reach out personally and say thank you for being a supporter. It really means the world to me. Looking forward to chatting more." The video was 15 seconds long, but for Marcus, it changed everything. Her voice, her mannerisms, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear. It was perfect. Oh my God, it's really her. It's actually her. He didn't know it yet. But Marcus had just taken a first step into a trap that had been designed specifically for people like him. The video wasn't real. It was a deepfake. Artificial intelligence had analyzed hundreds of hours of the celebrity's interviews, her films, her public appearances, and generated a completely fabricated video that was nearly impossible to distinguish from the real thing. The technology that created this video didn't exist 5 years ago. Today, it can be done in minutes. And the people wielding it, they know exactly how to use it. Before we go any further, I need you to do something. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right now. Because the story I'm about to tell you is something everyone needs to hear. This isn't just entertainment. This is a warning. Scammers are watching millions of potential victims right now, looking for their next target. And if this video helps even one person recognize the signs before it's too late, then we've done something that matters. Subscribe, stay informed, stay protected. Now let's continue. Over the next 3 weeks, Marcus and Jennifer talked every single day, sometimes for hours. The messages were warm, personal, intimate. She asked about his life, his struggles, his dreams. "I know things have been hard for you lately, Marcus, but I want you to know you're not alone. I'm here for you. I don't understand why someone like you would even talk to someone like me, because I see something special in you. Most people don't understand loneliness, but I do. Fame is its own kind of prison, you know? I don't have many people I can trust, but I trust you." Marcus's heart ached in a way it hadn't in years. For the first time since losing his job, since the depression, since the endless gray days that blurred into each other, he felt wanted, needed, loved. Maybe this is real. Maybe she actually cares about me. Maybe this is my second chance. The scammers understood human psychology better than most therapists. They knew that loneliness isn't just emotional. It's physiological. It affects the brain the same way physical pain does. And they knew that when someone offers relief from that pain, the victim will cling to it. Desperately, irrationally. The messages continued. "I've been thinking about you all day. Can't wait until we can finally meet in person. I've never felt this way about anyone before. My love, my love, my love." Those 2 words rewired something in Marcus's brain. He wasn't just a target anymore. He was emotionally invested. And then the scammers did something that sealed the trap completely. They sent proof. A photograph of Jennifer holding a handwritten sign with Marcus's name on it. A video of her blowing a kiss directly at the camera, mentioning his name. And finally, a photograph of a UK driving license. Her face, her name, her date of birth. Official, legitimate, government issued. Except it wasn't. Every piece of evidence was fabricated. The photos were AI generated. Faces synthesized from thousands of reference images. The videos were deepfakes, created using neural networks trained on years of publicly available footage. Even the driving license was a forgery, edited from templates available on dark web marketplaces. The technology was so advanced that even experts would have needed forensic analysis to spot the manipulation. Marcus didn't stand a chance. By now, Marcus had crossed a line. He wasn't suspicious anymore. He wasn't cautious. He was in love. And that's exactly when the scammers made their move. It started small. "Baby, I'm so embarrassed to even ask this, but my Instagram subscription is about to expire, and I can't access my accounts right now because I'm traveling. Could you maybe help me out? I'll pay you back immediately, I promise." Marcus didn't hesitate. Of course. How much do you need? It's about 150 pounds for the subscription renewal. I know it's a lot to ask, but you're the only one I trust right now. My management team is trying to control everything, and I need someone I can count on. 150 pounds. That was Marcus's food budget for nearly 2 weeks. But he didn't think about that. He thought about her, about the woman who'd made him feel alive again. He went to the shop, bought an Apple gift card, photographed the code, sent it. OMG, thank you so much, my love. You don't know how much this means to me. I'm going to make this up to you. I promise. When we meet, I'm going to spoil you rotten. 3 days later, another request. Baby, something terrible happened. My verified account got suspended because of hackers, and now I need 400 pounds to get it reinstated. I'm so stressed. I know I just asked you for help, but I don't know who else to turn to. Marcus's stomach tightened. 400 pounds. That was almost his entire remaining savings. But the thought of losing her, of disappointing her, it was unbearable. He paid. And then the request got bigger. Marcus, I need to tell you something important. I want to come visit you. I want us to finally meet in person. But I need help with travel arrangements. My manager is being difficult about letting me use my accounts. I need 850 pounds for the flight booking. Once I'm there, everything will be different. I promise. Please, my love, don't let them keep us apart. This is it. She's actually coming. After all these weeks, she's really coming to see me. I can't let her down. I won't. Over the following month, Marcus emptied his savings, then his emergency fund, then his overdraft. The total? Nearly 2,400 pounds. Every penny he had. Every pound he'd saved for rent, for bills, for food. Gone. And still, the requests kept coming. Baby, there's a problem with customs. They need verification funds of 1,800 pounds before I can enter the country. It's some kind of security deposit. I'll get it back once I land, but I can't access my accounts right now. Please, we're so close. Don't give up on us now. This time, Marcus hesitated. 1,800 pounds. He didn't have it. He'd given everything. And for the first time, a small voice in the back of his mind started to whisper, wait, why does she keep needing money? She's a millionaire. She's one of the most famous people in the world. Why can't she just use her own accounts? Why is it always me? Right now, there are thousands of people exactly where Marcus was in this moment. On the edge, uncertain, wanting desperately to believe. But they don't know what Marcus didn't know, that this is all part of the script. Every romantic message, every crisis, every request for money, it's choreographed, calculated, perfected over thousands of victims. If the story is hitting close to home, if you recognize even a piece of what Marcus was going through, then you need to keep watching. And you need to share this video with someone you care about, because the scammers are counting on silence. They're counting on shame. Don't give them that power. Subscribe, share, protect the people you love. Marcus did something he hadn't done in months. He called his sister, Catherine. I need to tell you something, but you have to promise not to laugh. Marcus, you're worrying me. What's going on? I've been talking to someone. Online. A woman. And she's famous. Very famous. And I think she loves me. Silence on the other end. Marcus, who is this person? Jennifer Anderson, the actress. She messaged me on Instagram and... Marcus, stop. Listen to me. Jennifer Anderson did not message you, but she sent videos. She sent photos. She even sent a copy of her driving license. Marcus, please, listen to what you're saying. A Hollywood actress, one of the most famous women on the planet, randomly messaged you on Instagram and started asking for money. The words hit Marcus like cold water. She's going to pay me back. She said when we meet. Have you sent her money? Marcus, please tell me you haven't sent her money. Silence. How much? Marcus, how much did you send? All of it. Everything. About 2,400 pounds. He heard his sister's breath catch. Oh, Marcus, Oh, God. Marcus, you've been scammed. Those videos, those photos, they're fake. They're using AI now. Deepfakes. They can make anyone say anything. It looks completely real, but it's not. None of it is real. Marcus's hands began to shake. No, no, that's not possible. I saw her. I heard her. She said my name. She said she loved me. She couldn't have been. It was so real. It felt so real. But even as his mind fought against the truth, some part of him already knew the way the requests always came at the perfect moment, the way every crisis was solvable with money, the way she never video called, never spoke on the phone, always just messages and pre-recorded clips. It had been right in front of him the entire time, and he hadn't seen it because he had wanted to see it. That night, Marcus sat alone in his flat. His phone lay on the table in front of him. The messages were still there, hundreds of them. My love, I trust you. Don't give up on us. He scrolled back to the very first message, the one that had started everything, and then he blocked the account. All of them. Every fake profile, every fabricated celebrity, every lie, deleted, gone. But the money was gone too, and so was something else. His ability to trust. His hope. The small flame that had kept him going through the darkest months. The scammers hadn't just stolen his savings. They had stolen his belief that good things could still happen, and that was a wound that wouldn't heal with time. Marcus Whitmore's story is not unique. In fact, it's becoming terrifyingly common. According to recent reports, celebrity impersonation scams have increased by over 400% since advanced deepfake technology became publicly accessible. Victims aren't just losing hundreds of pounds. Some have lost tens of thousands. Marcus later learned of another victim, a retired schoolteacher from Manchester, who lost over 11,000 pounds to the same network of scammers. Same tactics, same deepfake videos, same emotional manipulation, different celebrity face. These criminal organizations operate like corporations. They have researchers who identify vulnerable targets, people who are lonely, isolated, recently divorced, recently bereaved. They have scriptwriters who craft personalized messages designed to build emotional dependency. They have tech specialists who create deepfakes so convincing that even video forensics experts struggle to detect them. And they have one ultimate goal: extraction. Get as much money as possible before the victim realizes the truth. Then vanish. Move on to the next target. Repeat, the platforms aren't blameless either. Despite repeated reports, many of these scam accounts remain active for weeks, sometimes months, before being removed. Verification systems can be gamed. Reporting tools are often inadequate, and by the time action is taken, the damage is already done. The criminals are operating from overseas, often in countries with limited cybercrime enforcement, making prosecution nearly impossible. Marcus never got his money back. Statistically, he never will. This is why your subscription matters. Every person who subscribes to this channel, every person who shares these stories, every person who has a difficult conversation with a family member about online safety. You're not just watching content. You're building a shield, because the only weapon we have against these scammers is awareness. They thrive in the dark. They depend on silence and shame. Don't let them win. Hit subscribe. Turn on notifications. Be part of the solution. Before we end, there are critical lessons from Marcus's story that everyone needs to understand. These aren't lectures. These are survival skills for the digital age. Lesson 1. Celebrities don't initiate random romantic relationships through DMs. This seems obvious when stated plainly. But when you're lonely, when you're vulnerable, when someone is telling you exactly what you need to hear, obvious truths become easy to ignore. If someone claiming to be famous reaches out to you romantically, asking for personal connection, assume it's a scam, because it almost certainly is. Lesson 2. Videos and photos are no longer proof of anything. The era of seeing is believing is over. Deepfake technology can generate realistic videos of anyone saying anything. AI can create photographs that never existed. Digital forgeries of official documents are readily available. If you can't meet someone in person on a live, unscripted video call where they respond to real-time requests, you cannot trust that they are who they claim to be. Lesson 3. Legitimate relationships don't require gift cards. No real romantic partner, celebrity or otherwise, will repeatedly ask for Apple gift cards, Bitcoin transfers, or wire payments to solve their problems. This is the universal language of scams. The moment someone asks for these payment methods, you should immediately cut contact. Lesson 4. Shame is the scammer's most powerful tool. Many victims don't report these crimes because they're embarrassed. They blame themselves for being stupid or gullible. This shame benefits only the criminals. It allows them to operate freely. It prevents victims from warning others. If this has happened to you, tell someone, report it. You are not stupid. You were targeted by professionals using technology specifically designed to deceive you. Lesson 5. Checking on the people you love. The most vulnerable targets are people who are isolated. If you have a family member, friend, or neighbor who lives alone, who struggles with technology, who might be seeking connection online, talk to them, not with judgment, with care. A single conversation could save someone from losing everything. Marcus Whitmore still lives in Portchester. He's slowly rebuilding, picking up odd jobs, trying to climb out of the financial hole the scammers left him in, but some scars don't show on the surface. He still flinches when his phone buzzes, still feels a wave of nausea when he opens his messages, and late at night, when the flat is quiet and the thoughts become too loud, he still hears her voice. My love, I trust you. Don't give up on us. A voice that was never real, generated by algorithms, spoken by no one. But the pain it caused, that was real. That was devastatingly real. This is the world we live in now, where faces can be fabricated, where voices can be cloned, where love can be manufactured and weaponized. The technology isn't going away. It's only going to get more sophisticated, more convincing, more dangerous. Our only defense is each other. Awareness, conversation, vigilance. So if you've made it this far, if this story meant something to you, do one thing. Send this video to someone who needs to see it. Maybe it's a parent. Maybe it's a friend going through a hard time. Maybe it's someone you haven't checked on in a while. That one message might be the one that saves them. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm asking you directly, hit that button, not for the algorithm, not for our numbers, but because every subscriber makes this channel stronger. Every view pushes these warnings higher. Every share breaks through the silence that scammers depend on. You're not just watching, you're fighting back. Subscribe, share, stay safe. And remember, the person you love most could be one message away from becoming the next victim. Don't let that happen. Thank you for watching. If you or someone you know has been affected by a scam like this, report it immediately to Action Fraud or your country's equivalent cybercrime agency. You are not alone. And to Marcus, and to all the victims who carry this weight in silence, this story was for you. Until next time, stay vigilant. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever encountered a scam like this? Have you seen the warning signs? Do you know someone who needs to hear this story? And if you're still not subscribed, why not? Seriously, drop a comment and tell me what's holding you back. Because we're building something important here, and I want you to be part of it. See you in the next one.